convicted Boston Marathon bomber received a stimulus check of $1,400 back in March. Now, this shouldn't surprise anyone, though. Democrats cleared the path for this to happen after they brushed off an amendment to Biden's American Rescue Plan that would have blocked convicted inmates from getting stimulus checks in the first place.
Kids or whatever. So this was a stupid vote, and why the Democrats made their members vote for it. Now you're going to have Mark Kelly in Arizona and Warnock in Georgia having to go home and defend giving money to the Boston Marathon bomber as part of the COVID relief. But the second issue is one where we better make certain, those of us who are conservatives and Republicans better make certain that their party and its candidates get their act together. Virginia shows us the way. Glenn Youngkin won not by simply saying, look how bad Biden is doing it. He had an agenda that said, here's what I'm going to do to improve the economy, to crack down on crime, and to make it and to elevate the education of our kids. Republican candidates better have a concrete idea of what they want to do and share that with the voters in their states and their districts.
Can we talk about how evil Americans are? Like, just from a baseline, like, just really quick for a second. Americans love to be absolutely cruel to people in prison, to the point where jokes about sexual assault in prison make their way into literal children's cartoons. Now, why am I bringing this up? Because right here they keep talking about, oh, the Unabomber, oh my god, oh, isn't it terrible, he got a stimulus check. But in speaking to the base of people who love gratuitous cruelty, Karl Rove is making some certain point. And that point is that if people want to be elected into positions where they are representing people, they have to do what those people want. And the truth of the matter is that Karl Rove here is giving good advice. Only the Democrats won't listen. The advice being, do what the voters want. I know, bold idea in a democracy that we do what the voters want. But the core lesson of delivering what people want is something that the Democrats could really get used to and to start listening to. Because at this point, Joe Biden is refusing to do basically every single thing that he campaigned on, refusing to forgive people's student loan debt, not legalizing cannabis for some absurd reason. My God, get on it. And right now, as we speak, as hundreds of thousands of people are getting coronavirus every single day, Joe Biden is loosening the guidelines. We're literally in a position now where thousands of people are dying from coronavirus nearly every single day. And those numbers are only going to go up. And Joe Biden is doing nothing. So when Karl Rove says it's going to be a landslide election year for the Republicans, that is 100% Joe Biden's fault. Republicans will always turn out their base because the base of the Republican Party really just gets off on being terrible. They love the suffering of other people. That's why they're voting for people that are constantly threatening to take away people's rights. That's why they're voting people that are screaming about critical race theory in school. That is why Republicans are voting for people that are trying to ban saying that Nazis are bad in public schools. These Republicans have no floor of human decency. There is no bottom to that barrel. And the reason why these Republicans have any chance of succeeding whatsoever is because Joe Biden is not doing anything that he promised to do. And to be clear, your representative, if you're watching this right now and you live in a Democratic district, your representative, odds are, is probably lying to you and failing to deliver. If they are going to town halls and telling you that they're secretly working behind the scenes, but aren't publicly calling out Joe Biden, aren't publicly calling out Kyrsten Sinema and Joe Manchin, then they're lying to you. They're not doing anything behind the scenes. What they're doing behind the scenes is cashing fat checks from their donors. This is Ben Carollo with Rebel Headquarters. You can catch my show Galaxy Brain on the Young Turks Twitch channel every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. You can follow me on Twitter if you want to stay up to date with my content.